Hey everybody, and welcome to day 16 of 31 and 31. I guess I gotta find the aperture for the camera. And of course, Raina over here is being a little loud cat. But today for the movie, I am watching The Sacrament. Now, this is another Ty West movie, and I don't know if I'd really consider this to be a horror movie, but it is a good cult movie in general. Good, not great. And basically, the reason I say good, not great is because it's basically Jonestown. And if you know anything about Jonestown, you kind of know everything that's going to go on and everything that's going to happen in this film. It's not bad. It's decently acted. The guy that plays the basically the cult leader here in Eden Parish does a pretty good job. He's got a really good scene that's with the so the basic premise before I go through the whole thing, or at least that little bit, is that there's a guy that gets a letter from his sister, and these guys all works for Vice, and she says, "Hey, come and meet me at this place, Eden Parish, which used to be in Missouri, but they moved somewhere else." So basically, almost exactly like the whole Jonestown thing, because that's the same thing. And so the Vice people convince him to go out there with them, and so that way they can film the place and see what the thing is and get like a story out of it. So the interview portion, when he's being interviewed by the Vice guys, is really good because the guy comes off as like extremely charismatic, and it's really well done. The only thing is that, like I said, like kind of like my wife and I were discussing the entire time that we were watching the movie together, like we've seen all this before. We know everything that's going to happen with this movie, and we know how it's going to end. And it basically ends the same like how Jonestown ended, except for the things with the reporters were a little different in this. There's not a whole lot to give away, in this film. And I'm hoping I'm not spoiling anything by saying it's basically Jonestown, but I probably am. But it's how do you get to that point? And there is another really kind of moving scene where something really screwed up happens, because once the really culty screw up stuff happens, it's kind of fucked up, and there's some pretty strong little points here and there that they do. Ty West does a pretty good job. It's all kind of found footage documentary style, so you got to get used to a little bit of the shaky cam, but I didn't think it was that bad. I looked at a bunch of reviews for this, and some of the negative reviews just, like, I feel like they missed the mark. Like, I get it. It's not a 9-10 star review or 5-star review. But it's not a 1-star either. I think that it's competently directed. I think Ty West did a pretty good job. I think the acting was okay. There were a couple people that were a little ridiculous. But again, you're in a cult, and you're dealing with people that are ex-cult members trying to get out of there. They're trying to, the current cult members are trying to make it seem like this is the best place that they've ever been to, So I think that that's done, and it feels like it's more human than anything. And I think that's what I enjoyed about it. Even though they're not necessarily the best performances in the world, they definitely have a human element to them, and that makes it a lot more entertaining. It was also written by Ty West, and man, he's done 2 pretty good movies that I've seen on this 31 and 31. So I think that's about it. That's all really I can say else about the movie, unless there's anything from the gallery on the side. Nope. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed all these little mini reviews so far. Don't forget, right over there's going to be a playlist in a moment where you can watch all the Camp Cult reviews. Actually, you know what? I think the other thing I should say, and I should also give the rating of the damn film. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 Kool-Aids. And I think the other reason that I probably enjoyed this so much, because Black Christmas was so goddamn shitty that anything will look good today. But the movie for the next day, there might be a cameo in the video when we watch it, because somebody's never seen the movie, they want to see it, and what the hell, we'll watch it together. So Raina, you got anything to say? Nope, she ain't got anything to say either. So I'll see you guys later on another one of these 31 and 31 31 Nights of Horror. All right, see you later.